Why does the United Kingdom, home to one of the world's largest financial sectors in London, prestigious universities like Oxford and Cambridge, and a tech-savvy population, produce relatively few billion-dollar startups? As of February 2025, the UK boasts 41 unicorns, startups valued at over $1 billion, according to Bellhurst. In contrast, the United States has 700 such companies, more than 10 times the UK's number. Even when adjusting for population differences, the disparity remains significant. This isn't merely a temporary lag, it's a systemic issue. And in this video, we'll explore 3 key areas contributing to this phenomenon. The first one being the structural environment, the second one being cultural attitudes, and the third one being institutional and regulatory factors. Let's start with venture capital, the lifeblood of high-growth startups. In the United States, venture capital firms are known for their aggressive investment strategies. They're willing to take substantial bets, understanding that while many will fail, a few will yield massive returns. This approach has fueled the rapid growth of companies such as Uber, Airbnb, and OpenAI. In the UK, however, venture capital culture is more conservative. Investors often seek early signs of profitability before committing significant funds. While this cautious approach might mitigate risk, it also means UK startups may lack the necessary capital to scale rapidly and compete globally. Now consider this hypothetical scenario. Imagine 2 identical startups, same product, same team. One is based in London, the other based in San Francisco. The London startup might raise a modest seed round and be expected to start generating revenue quickly. The San Francisco startup, meanwhile, could raise for 5 or 10 times as much, allowing for it to scale aggressively and capture market share before its London counterpart has a chance to expand. This difference in funding becomes self-reinforcing. Large investments enable faster growth, which encourages more investment, creating a virtuous cycle that's harder to achieve in the UK's more restrained funding environment. Beyond funding, cultural attitudes also play a significant role in shaping the startup ecosystem. In the US, failure is often seen as a stepping stone to success. Entrepreneurs who have experienced failure are valued for their resilience and the lessons they've learned. This mindset encourages risk-taking and innovation. In the UK, failure carries a heavier stigma. Entrepreneurs may fear the personal and professional consequences of a failed venture, leading to a more cautious approach and less ambitious goals from that person. This cultural difference can stifle innovation and deter entrepreneurs from pursuing bold ideas. Moreover, ambition is perceived differently. In the US, aspiring to build $1 billion company is commonplace and encouraged. In the UK, such aspirations may be viewed as unrealistic or boastful, discouraging entrepreneurs from aiming high. Institutional and regulatory factors also influence the UK startup landscape. While the UK has made efforts to support startups through initiatives like the Enterprise Investment Scheme and the British Business Bank, challenges remain. Regulatory processes can be complex and time-consuming, particularly in sectors such as fintech and healthcare, where compliance requirements are stringent. Additionally, the UK's fragmented ecosystem poses challenges. While London is a significant tech hub, other regions lack the density of resources and networks found in places such as Silicon Valley. This fragmentation can hinder collaboration, knowledge sharing, and access to funding. Now I know this all sounds so negative and that the UK can never succeed, and that I'm telling people in the UK who are dreaming of building that new company to stop in their tracks. I'm not trying to say that. And despite these challenges, the UK is making strides to improve its startup ecosystem. In 2024, venture capital investment in UK businesses doubled to £9 billion, a 12.5% increase from the previous year, according to the BVCA. London-based AI startups raised a record $3.5 billion in venture capital, marking a 52% increase from 2023. Furthermore, initiatives are underway to address funding gaps. BGF has pledged to invest over £3 billion in growth companies across the UK over the next 5 years, with a focus on businesses led by women. These developments indicate a growing recognition of the importance of supporting startups and scaling innovative companies. With continued investment in cultural shifts towards embracing risk and ambition, the UK has the potential to foster a more vibrant and successful startup ecosystem. So, why does the UK have few startups worth billions? It's a multifaceted issue involving conservative funding practices, cultural attitudes towards failure and ambition, and institutional challenges. However, with ongoing efforts to address these areas, there's hope for a more dynamic and prosperous startup environment in the UK. If you found this analysis insightful, please like and subscribe for more deep dives into global economics and tech. Share your thoughts in the comments. What do you think is the UK's biggest barrier to producing unicorns? Thank you for watching. Peace.